Hey guys, Pieguy Rules here, and welcome back to Let's Play Fairly Odd Parents Breaking the Rules. Alright, so since the Crimson Chin one has 15 stars, and the Squirrely Scout one only has 10 stars, we're gonna do this one first. I feel like the Crimson Chin one would be a nice cap off to this trilogy of stories.
That'll be the camp bus.
This is so cool. Did you pack everything?
Yep, and I've got all my merit badges. Let's hope I can earn a few more.
Wait, what's happening? Where are you going, Timmy? We're going camping with the Squirrely Scouts. But what about our missing wish powers? If we don't find the rules, Jorgen von Strangle will make sure we'll never be fairy godparents.
You're smiling about this situation.
I have to go to camp. Even though we're in trouble right now, I'm just a kid and I have to do what people say. Silly Turner.
That's a good plot device.
Bus right now.
You don't seem too unhappy about it.
I love
Exactly.
the Squirrely Scouts, but that doesn't mean I don't want to help you and Cosmo.
And when were you two going to tell me about this trip? Squirrely Scouts is a boy thing, Wanda. You know, for boys, is that so?
There's an episode about that.
Hey, Squirt, are you ready to be humiliated? I'm ready for anything, but I don't think humiliation's in the cards. There's no way that you dumb Squirrely Scouts are going to earn more merit badges than my cream puffs this time. Who knows? I just want to have fun. See you later, Vicky. You that irritating little rat. There's no way that Squirrely Scouts are better than cream puffs, especially when the cream puffs are under.
What does
my
cream puffs
control.
have an accent on the E? It's not like cream puffs.
Uh-oh. I don't like the sound
You're
of that.
still smiling though, Wanda. I feel like that like one little tweak there definitely needed to be changed to make the characters like not be smiling when they're in a bad situation. Their default model is to smile. They have other like facial animations that just don't do them that much. Giant tents. Holy cow.
Oh dear, I better warn Timmy. Timmy, Cosmo.
You waited until night to do this?
Is it tomorrow already?
Quiet, Timmy. Something's happening.
Wanda, what are you doing here? This is a boys' camp.
Yeah? So where are they? Peace, Tutu, Tofu. Tomorrow, Wanda, boys camp. The Squirrely Scouts have been kidnapped. What? What? And that's not all. Vicky has made another wish. It was too vague to tell what effect it will have, but it's likely to be diabolical. Oh, well, then that's okay.
No, it's not, Cosmo. Hey, I wonder if Vicky's wish has anything to do with the kidnapping of the Squirrely Scouts.
We better check this out. Thanks for the help, Sugar, but this is man's work.
As a Squirrely Scout, it is my duty to rescue any of my fellow Scouts if they are captured by small girls. Paragraph 23A of the handbook. And
Do you see what I mean when I said that this show always has a weird perspective on like boys and girls?
With 32 handy implements, some of which have no apparent use. Tang hut!
And of course that's made all the more ironic with the fact that
I thought you weren't helping. I'm not gonna give up.
Timmy is voiced by a woman, so who had to sing songs in the whole like boys versus girls episode about how awesome it is to be a guy. That always made me laugh just thinking about that. I don't actually remember playing this level, so I don't know if I ever have. I was proud of myself for remembering that it was the Squirrely Scouts. I wasn't, because I said that so many times in the last part. I feel like I'd feel kind of silly. It's a giant moon. I feel kind of silly if that wasn't the name of the campers here. What's up?
Hey!
Did he just work himself out of being tied up?
It was horrible. They came out of the darkness while we slept. Oh, it's a good thing we sleep in our uniforms.
Slow down, Scotty. Who? Who are they?
Why, the cream puffs, of course.
This kid has a
We
weird
would've
face.
thought, but they came so quickly, so silently. We didn't stand a chance.
The cream puffs? The cream puffs have kidnapped the Squirrely Scouts? But why?
Do you think it has anything to do with
Thanks
Vicky?
for rescuing me, man. I just wish I could do more to help.
Vicky is camp counselor for the cream puffs. I wonder if she has something to do
Gee, you
with it.
think?
Or is it something to do with that wish she made?
You'll have to avoid the cream puff patrols if you want to get much further. Use all your squirrely
This guy has
skills,
no
man.
comment on
Use the
Timmy
terrain for
saying that
cover,
it must have
keep
been a
out of
wish
their
she
line
made.
of sight, and anticipate their patrol routes. It's gonna be
Ah,
tough.
it's a stealth mission.
Thanks, Scotty. You stay here. You've done your part. I'll fight for you now. For all the Squirrely Scouts. I'll stay out of sight. Keep to the shadows.
kind of funny that this game has that in common with Ed, Edd n Eddy.
Scout's honor.
I think they both kind of fall into a similar category where, you know, I mean, it's a little platformy thus far. There have been some platforming elements.
Cream Puff. They're girl versions
Yeah, I get that, Timmy. I understand.
But not nearly as tough and brave and
Oh my
step
God!
up.
All right, Cosmo.
They managed to kidnap all the squirrely scouts.
I better not get spotted.
I'm getting triggered by all this.
I don't want to get captured too.
Hide behind stuff and don't run in front of her. And watch her patrol route. Let's go.
Yeah.
Timmy, look, that hut. Looks like there's
Yeah, I get it, game. I understand.
Rescue time. I'll take it easy. You
All right, stay out of the flashlight. But yeah, there's been platforming in this game, but there's not too much, and it seems to be other stuff going on here, like this stealth mission. Similar with Ed, Edd n Eddy. Ed, Edd n Eddy didn't have, I mean, like, they didn't have too many jumps, like jumps to make platforming wise, but there were still platforms that we had to
can see you, squirrely.
had to narrowly navigate it around. That would be interesting. Make a platformer, except you don't jump. Although I guess, what would that game be? VVV. It's technically not jumping. It's just falling into another plane of gravity. All right, there you go, kid.
Bud, they got you too?
I was asleep, Timmy.
You look like that other kid.
Any idea why the cream puffs are doing this, Bud? It's not like them. Not like them at all.
Oh, I heard something, Timmy. I heard one of the cream puffs talking. Something about badges. Oh, and a name. Vicky.
Vicky! I knew it. Vicky's evil, Bud. Pure evil. But I guess I gotta face her.
He says with a smile on his face. And also, magical door opening. Although,
Turner! I found them! The last squirrely...
okay, that's just not even fair. I couldn't even turn the camera around before I got busted. Alright, just whatever, guy.
Hands up!
Alright, I gotta basically test how sensitive this game is in terms of like spotting me with those flashlights. It seems like it's not very forgiving at all. So I gotta stay way out of the way here. So looks like they're gonna circle around. Is there a Crimson Chin card in the other barn? No, there's nothing there. Okay. Or actually, I think there were crowns that we got. All right, we're good. I don't know why so many games have this stealth element. It's not that it's not fun. It's just, I don't know. It can be a little tedious and a little monotonous and repetitive, and it depends on how forgiving the game is with being spotted and how the spotting mechanics work. Because sometimes the bushes turn with the camera. Sometimes like it's not super obvious where the characters can look. Like here they have flashlights, so it makes sense. Like don't just stay out of the flashlight. But sometimes that's not always the case. All right, so is she not gonna move? And I can't do anything with B. I can move the camera a little bit. Oh, and Y is first-person perspective. Interesting. I don't think it was that in previous
You are
level.
under
Oh,
arrest.
what?
State your name, rank, and number.
Say a word, Timmy.
Yeah. Okay, she did turn around. Do I have to go slowly? Maybe that's it. Just follow my moves and sneak around. Be careful not to make a sound. So, you gonna move, lady, or am I? Oh, she's walking. Just follow my moves. Because sometimes in these stealth things, oh no. Sometimes you're supposed to move really slowly because they can like hear you. Other times they can't hear you, in which case you're only causing damage to yourself by going slow. God, she.
Boy Scouts, there's nowhere to run.
Where to hide? You don't need Wanda, Timmy. Let's keep going.
I really hope there's a payoff to Cosmo's comments here, because it's starting to get a bit annoying. Like I'm not one to be sensitive about that sort of thing, but
You can't stay here. It's dangerous.
I know. There are cream puff patrols everywhere. I wonder what's gotten into them.
Their counselor, Vicky. She's insane, Timmy. She's using the cream puffs as her private army.
You stay here, Chuck.
is this
I'm
like
gonna
the
find
pig nose
some way to
scouts or something?
She's my babysitter, so in a weird way, she's my responsibility.
Okay. Ooh, a save point. But yeah, I really hope there's a punchline here, because otherwise it's just Cosmo being sexist. I mean, it's like okay if he's making those comments, but there's got to be like a payoff where he gets hit or has to get rescued by a girl or something. Which way is the main path here? It doesn't look like there is necessarily one. I gotta be on the lookout for Crimson Chin cards. I think they unlock extras. I was looking around, poking around on the main menu before recording, and there are some extras. It's also got like trailers for other Nickelodeon video games. Actually, it's got a trailer for Battle for Bikini Bottom. So I think this one came out before that even. Perhaps. Yeah, again, we have a level where it's very primarily like 1 or 2 colors. You know, it's a lot of blue. I feel like, I mean, it does fit in with the aesthetics of the show. There was another star back there, but I think there was another star back there.
That star's leading you into danger. Don't be
All right, we'll go back and look for it. But it does fit with the aesthetic of the show. It's a little visually dull to look at and can get disorienting. This level definitely less so than the last one, though. What's that over there? Nope. Okay. Are those just lanterns? Looks like it. I'm pretty sure there's one more star in the cave here. It's like a bat or something in here. See, like, this kind of looks... There it is. Okay, well, that's not the star, but...
Crimson Chin card.
Glad I found it.
Here? I guess I'm just lucky.
Not just lucky, you're pretty fortunate too.
There's the star.
Look, it finally got time. Only one more star to find. Of course, I may not feel like doing wishes.
Man, the tension, the sexual... No, not sexual tension. The tension between the sexes. Oh, God. No, not that. You know what I mean. So, I did actually prepare some topics. I'm gonna start doing this. This was a tip that other Let's Players told me to do. Is to kind of have some notes on the side, but just some topics to talk about. Because I have like stories and things to tell and talk about, but just recalling them off the top of my head while I'm playing sometimes can be a little tricky. Like, I just can't quite remember the stories. And then after I'm done recording, I'll be like, oh, duh, you know, there's this I could have talked about. But the one problem that I run into in terms of telling stories versus, like, talking about the game is that I like talking about the game. Like, I much prefer to do that. Not that I don't really like telling stories. I do, but I like making jokes about the gameplay. I like commenting on the game. I like pointing out the references to episodes.
It sure does flow fast. How am I gonna get across?
I wish, I guess. But we need Wanda for that, and she's still mad at me. I'm mad at both.
Yeah, she looks furious.
How could you go to camp without me?
We're sorry, Wanda.
Luckily, Vicky's wish has allowed us to continue our quest for pages of the rules while we're here. Otherwise, I'd be really mad. You don't want to see that. I've seen it. It's horrible.
Her smile, like, went over her eyelash there.
Sure, Timmy. We need those pages.
Oh, no, it didn't.
And you're not mad at me anymore? That would be a little too much to wish for, Cosmo, dear.
You'd have to actually, like, apologize, Cosmo. Alright, what are you gonna wish for? I wish you could dance better, Timmy.
Cross River Rapid.
Well, a lot of ideas come to mind. Mind you, not to my mind.
If we can cut some of those trees down, we can make natural bridges.
I thought of that, kind of. Timmy, we're waiting.
What? Oh, I wish. Something to make tree bridges with, please.
Wait, I feel all funny. What am I?
I combined two
He's a
tree
beaver.
It's the ultimate tree-felling device. A beaver chainsaw.
A chain beaver. That's weird. But here, thanks, Wanda.
Oh, don't thank me. I'm just doing the cut.
Alright. Where did my chain... There he is. Okay, how does it be? pretty cool. But yeah, the problem that I run into is that, like, I like commenting on the game, and I don't want to miss anything. So, like, gosh, I'm not even explaining this correctly. Basically, if I start to tell a story, then what happens is something interesting might happen in the game, and I might miss it because I'm more focused on my story. But then if I don't tell a story, then that's just like dead air while we're waiting for something interesting to happen on the screen. It's tough. You gotta know when to tell stories, know when to not. I know this might seem silly, but that's the things you think about when you do Let's Plays. I don't know, I think about this sort of thing quite a bit. I try to provide the best content. Make sure there's no Crimson Chin cards around. What's that? Oh, that's another lantern. I'm definitely still learning when it comes to Let's Plays, and I've kind of got a bit to learn. You think there's a Crimson Chin card, like, behind the barn there? No. It's not really a barn. Oh, come on, you couldn't. That's too far. You shouldn't have been able to see me. Timmy, you should have wished for some stealth or something. Well, I guess he needed to cross that bridge. Did it just get darker? What? I love how Cosmo and Wanda just poof to right where the star is. Like, come on, you guys can grab it. Now that's a barn. Funny how I said barn. I wonder if we're gonna find any meat morps. Is there like a Crimson Chin card on top of it? No. There's a lot of Cream Puff Scouts.
Hey, Marvin! Rescue's here!
Jeez, Timmy, am I glad to see
Oh God! Stop smoking, Marvin.
Tell 'em they're up. Anything you know about the cream puffs could be useful.
The cream puffs are in a weird sort of daze. They do what their crazy counselor says without thinking, and she rules them with an iron hand.
You mean an iron
With
fist?
Marv, but iron hands rust, and I'm just a scout to get them wet.
All right. Okay, so where was... Okay, the gate was about here, I think. Or maybe not. No, this is just... I knew there was a Crimson Chin card around. I could sense it.
Stop! Hands up!
I was behind bushes.
Sudden moves.
Will you guys stop quipping? You're supposed to stay out of sight. Cosmo and Wanda. Wait, is this where I'm supposed to go? Or no, yeah, no, that just started me at the beginning of this area. It's gonna make me laugh every time. Oh, okay, so I think she can hear me. Let's try, like, actually sneaking. I don't think there's a... I mean, there's a walk, but there's no, like, tiptoe. So, like, if I run right now, will you turn around? No. No, okay, so it's just... She can't hear me. Better not, like, sharply turn here. Actually, can I just... Yeah. Oh no, that one's gonna see me. Oh, we're good. Ha! I bet you're not gonna get the peripheral vision badge. Okay, here's where the gate opened up. So I guess here would be a good time to drop in a story. So I have a little bit of a confession, something that was an extra life. How do I... Oh, I probably gotta chop down a tree somewhere. But I have a confession. I actually did not drive a car for about 5 years. I got my license around my birthday. I actually didn't. I was a little kind of afraid of driving, and so I didn't. Ooh. Okay, we're fine. So I didn't get my license. Like you have to take the written test at my school. They had that ability to do that, and then you take the driving test just, yeah, at a driving school, or at the DMV. But I didn't really care about passing, because I really wasn't going to get a car right away, but I ended up passing anyway, and I took the driving test, and I actually passed that too. So I drove for like a year or two, and then I went off to college in a city, and then... When you're in a city, you don't need a car, and it's just a waste of money and stuff. You gotta pay the school to, like, have a parking space, and you You gotta pay. You gotta navigate the annoying city streets. It's much easier and much like better for the environment and for everyone to just take public transport, which I did, and I enjoyed it. And then when I graduated last year, I just didn't get a car, and just I didn't really want to drive, and I was nice enough to have friends and a girlfriend and parents who were just kind of cool with driving me around. I was that guy. Oh, there's a Crimson Chin card up there, and I'm not particularly proud of that, but everyone was willing to help, and I did YouTube for work for a bit there, and so I didn't have to leave the house. No, I mean, I didn't have to leave the house alone to like go to work or whatever, so I could just go with my girlfriend places. How do I get to the Crimson Chin card? That's what I want to know. Do I have to? Probably that tree over there, maybe. But so yeah, but then I broke up with my girlfriend, and
it may be slippery.
Slippery. Okay. Should I go for that extra life, or is that just? Oh, come on now.
There's nowhere to run.
These girls like turn on a dime. Anyway, so I was living by myself here, and you gotta get a car sooner or later. Like I was using Amazon and Amazon Fresh Pantry. I was walking to some places, but there's not that many places to walk to where I'm living. So eventually I just had to get a car. So I took a visit to my parents' place. I went home and I drove my mom's car for a few days just to practice up again. And then I got a car. And yeah. So driving was not as scary as I expected it to be. Driving again, it really isn't that bad. It's one of those things where you never really forget once you learn, and I think I was always kind of a safe driver. Oh, I didn't mean to go all the way back here. Crap. And yes, you can feel free to make the parallels between SpongeBob and his driving test and how I was a pedestrian too for a few years of my life and didn't want to drive. Well, not that SpongeBob didn't want to drive, but you know. So, yeah. So that's why I was at the DMV the other day, and that's why I was visiting home, and basically all the Ed, Edd and Eddy episodes were recorded before I had left. Before the second episode went up, every part of that was recorded. So, yeah. So yeah, if you're someone out there who's scared about driving, maybe you haven't gotten your permit yet, or maybe haven't driven in a while or whatever, it's not as scary as you think it is. It really isn't. I mean, you gotta take it seriously, and obviously not drive in places that you don't feel comfortable yet. Like, for instance, I'm not gonna drive on the highway for a little bit before I kind of get enough practice just regular driving. But it's not as bad or scary as you might think it is in your head. And it's like a bike, you know, you don't really forget. We were at the dealership, the car dealership, for a long time. It was like 3 hours because.
Joe, any news on the
What do you know, Joe?
Timmy, it's out of control. She's trying to force us scouts to.
These voices are awful. This is just someone that worked on the game that gave it a voice, right? Not a voice actor.
You better get back to Camp Squirrely, soldier.
Timmy, yes, Timmy.
But yeah, we were there for a long time because I moved out of Jersey and I'm living in a different state, somewhere in the Northeast, somewhere around there. And my dad was helping me get the car. He was like co-signing or something with me, and I don't know, the dealership was giving us some crap about like the loan, like because it was between two people that are in different states, like it was, I don't know, it needed extra paperwork. And then they tried to upsell my dad like a little bit. They were like, okay, yeah, we made this loan thing work, but you got to pay 10 more a month or whatever. And my dad was like, nope, not doing it. Like, we'll walk today. And my dad gave it like a really stern face and was like, no, you know, we're not doing it. And he got the deal. He got them to lower the price against what they had tried to raise it to. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. In other news, it's been really hot here. I don't know what it's like where you're at, but man, it's been hot. I was talking to a friend from England, and she was like, from Celsius to Fahrenheit, I think it was something like 65 degrees or something like that. And she's like, it's really hot. And I'm like, dude, it's like 96 where I'm at. Like, don't even. I mean, obviously, everything's relative. And people who live in Phoenix, Arizona are laughing because this is like their average temperature or something. But still. Yeah, it's been just super hot. Which, not a great time to get a new car and stuff because you want to spend time in your car and clean it and, well, not clean it, it's a new car, but you want to like set up all the Bluetooth and all that sort of stuff. But like, God, just sitting in the car, even with the air conditioning on, is just brutal. Oh, sitting in my house right now with the air conditioning off because I don't want it to show up on the recording for you guys is a little brutal. Not gonna lie, I'm suffering for you guys. So, enjoy it! Just kidding. If you don't want to enjoy this video, you don't have to.
Camp Cream Puff is up ahead.
The techniques you've been using up to now won't work on their home turf. We need a plan.
I've got to get close to Vicky.
Is he gonna wish he's a girl?
A wish would probably be an order.
He's gonna wish he's a girl. Or wish that he was a cream puff or something. Because then that would tie it to another episode as well. And also, it would be nice karmic justice for all the sexist comments before.
Camp Cream Puff. We could use a distraction or a decoy. An octopus. That would distract them.
Octodad.
What about a disguise?
Good idea, Timmy. We'll make a cream puff out of you. Yes.
Uncontrollable laughter.
Ignore him, Timmy. We girls will stick together.
So this is weird because there are Squirrely Scout episodes. There are Squirrely Scout episodes of the show. I probably at the time this game came out, it was probably one. But then there's also the episode where Timmy it is a girl. It was like she's the man or something. No, that's a movie. I don't know. Some play on words for the title. Or the boy who would be queen. Actually, I believe is the title. Which actually reminds me of. All right, yeah, I can just talk to these.
Who are you? I'm one of you.
It's just Timmy with lipstick
Do you know
and
what
and
I
eyelashes.
Don't think so. Is that a French name?
I've been on special assignment reporting directly to Vicky. She'll be mad if she doesn't hear what I have to tell her.
Vicky? Mad?
Come in, Samantha Mad.
But this reminds me of something. I was thinking about it as I was talking about the whole Trixie Tang thing in the last part of how I think a part of the problem with her, I mean, a big part of the problem with her is that she's just a very one-note shallow love interest. And it's like they tried, instead of, oh, is that a Crimson Chin card? No, his boys that we need to rescue. They kind of, I don't know if they really tried to develop her or not, but music notes? Okay, I gotta stay out of the... Why do I have to stay out of the spotlights? I'm a girl, though. Oh, I guess it's probably because I'm gonna be leading these boys to back to home camp, but...
Who are you?
I'm Samantha. I'm here to rescue you.
Why?
What a good question.
What a good question.
Rebelling against the unfair dictatorship of Vicky, the evil one. That's good enough.
Yeah, I guess so. You trying to stop her plans to prove that cream puffs are better than Squirrely Scouts?
I do love the
You
matter-of-factual
need the secret
comedy
dance
that
steps.
happens.
Oh, but you're cream puffs, so you know them.
The secret dance steps?
Can this possibly get stranger?
Well, not all the cream puffs knew the secret dance steps needed to enter the tent of their overlady, Vicky.
No! Steps are super secret. Inner circle and all that. I do need them.
Well, each of us scouts found a single secret dance
Of course.
step. You cream puffs guard them carefully.
So, what's your step? That's slightly embarrassing. Okay, get out of here. I'll check with the other scouts to learn the whole dance.
I like this music here. It's kind of boot camp Fairly Odd Parents theme. Alright, so basically I just gotta check the tents. And, of course, from Tim Mantha's perspective, she should be able to see where all of the Squirrely Scouts are, but we can't.
Watch closely.
Impressive. You're a slick mover.
I'm gonna get out of here. Good luck, weird cream puff girl.
But yeah, part of the problem with Trixie Tang is that instead of really developing her, they kind of gave her, like, a bunch of... This one? No. A bunch of... Okay, I was in the spotlight, but I'm fine. They gave her a bunch of... Like, in different episodes, they give her a personality, or they'll give her a trait or something, but then that won't be built upon in any other episode. She'll be back to generic love interest by the next time. Like, oops. Like, in The Boy Who Would Be Queen, she's given the personality of a tomboy, a secret tomboy. And that was good and interesting. And then, no, that's never brought up ever again, I don't think. Similarly, in the one where he's alone with her, she's crazy, and that's not really stuck with either.
I hope things work out. Thanks for the rescue.
So, yeah, that's just kind of a flat character, and yeah. Alright, anyway, last one?
Pardon? I'm rescuing you. Give me your part of the secret dance.
Oh, dancing's so girly. But okay.
Hey, run and don't look back.
Man, I really hope Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome, is in this game. Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome? That's right, Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Hi there. Are you ready to dance the secret dance of identification? As ready as I'll ever be. But no camera.
Okay, hon. You have to dance to prove you're a cream puff.
This is gonna be a quick time event.
Now here's where you start paying. With sweat, do the best you can. Follow the dance steps you learned.
Oh yeah, dig this music.
Oh, you're very good. I didn't know you could dance. You go, girl.
Better than walk cycles, am I right? Oops. Because at least it's like a groove here instead of just literally walking, and I doubt this will be as long as walk cycles.
Keep it up.
Oops.
They believe you. Is that the funky chicken? You're almost there.
And when I say walk cycles, of course I'm referring to the Atlantis Scorpanis game, which people were telling me was also made by the same company that made this game, but I think it might have just been similar publisher or something. So I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, it's different when it's this sort of it's not quite a quick time event. I'm sure there's a term for it, but it's kind of a quick time event,
The magic
rhythm game
wore
type
off.
thing.
I was just getting used to it.
Wow, look at all these merit badges.
Are we supposed to see inside here? Or?
Maybe not, hon, but there sure are lots. And they're all packed with wish power. Oh, it's a shame we can't suck some of it out with a bendy straw.
He must have wished for them. But why?
I heard her wish. Let me think. What did she wish for?
There's no way that Squirrely Scouts are better than Cream Puffs. Especially when the Cream Puffs are under
Oh.
my control. I just wish I had the badges to prove it. That's it. These badges are the source of Vicky's power. She only has control of the Cream Puffs because of these wish-charged merit badges.
She obviously doesn't know that the value of a merit badge lies in the fun of learning new skills rather than in showing off to others. Wow, who'd have thought there'd be a moral to this madness?
The more badges Vicky has, the more power she has. How can we break the wish?
I hear something. Oh, no,
Oh, their
Vicky.
silhouettes are in the windows.
Your
I don't know why. I mean, I guess they didn't feel like making an interior to this.
beautiful badges. No! Jimmy Turner! Uh-oh, maybe I better run away now. Oh no, she's gonna catch me!
All right.
Positive. She might catch you, but tomorrow's not a school day. Just keep running.
Tomorrow's not a school day.
Jump over stuff.
But yeah, the difference between a quick little rhythm game type thing like that and like the walking cycles of Atlantis Scorpanis is that it's in timing. You know, doing that for like a minute is not too bad. Doing that for like 8 minutes is brutal, especially when in Atlantis there was like really boring music playing while they were just walking around. Oh no. It's pretty nice of Vicky to stop there. Ooh, she's getting close. There's not really... Wow, she jumps very strangely. I don't know what I could have done better there, really. Maybe not double jump? Yeah, that might be the ticket, actually. Because double jumping is slower than running. Maybe. Her legs just like fly up in the air. Oh, looks like we're getting there. Ooh. Okay. Wasn't sure if where I needed to jump and where was just a slight little, just walkable over hole in the bridge. I'm taking this very seriously, or I'm in strength. Yeah. I mean, it's intense, is what I was trying to say.
This doesn't look good. Stop. Huh? We're sick of you bullying people, Vicky. Yeah. We don't know why we let you push us around, but it's over now.
Yeah.
How dare you? But I proved once and for all that girls are better than boys. Isn't that what you wanted? You just proved that you're a greedy bully. Now leave, or you'll answer to us. You'll pay. You'll pay.
I'm sorry I was mean, Wanda.
Aww.
Hey, hon. It's not exactly an unfamiliar.
Wow. It's not unfamiliar.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
gosh.
main thing is that we keep on being Timmy's fairy godparents. And I think we learned something today.
Yeah.
I learned that Timmy looks funny as a girl.
Whoa!
It's really hard to get
Triggered.
marshmallow out of your hair.
I learned that girls and boys are...
And that wood tastes woody. And 3 new uses for Jell-O. And how to build a raft out of underwear. And how to tell which direction to go in from the color of the dirt. And how to put out a campfire using only wet socks. And that burnt wet socks are really uncomfortable.
Cosmo's wet socks are very magical. All right. So what did we learn today? Well, honestly, you know, it's the thing is when you have characters be sexist for the point of a moral at the end, which there was here, even though it was kind of joked off, it's not too bad, really. Okay, 9 out of 33 Crimson Chin cards. That actually tells us how close we are to the end of the game, I guess. That's so we opened up Mini Timmy and just Mini Timmy. Okay. We still gotta do the Crimson Chin one, and we will do that next. And yep. Alright. So I know it's a little short, but I think it makes sense to have each part of this just be one of these levels. So yeah, so there we go. That was not a great level. The stealth stuff, it was alright. It was alright. But this game is definitely not bad. Not at all, really. So yeah. Join me next time. With that, Pieguy rules. Out.